everybody in the house tonight. What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody in the house tonight? What's up? What's up? Yeah. My girl, you make my heart go giddy up. You're the sweetest candy. You are my silver candy.
Monday in the studio.
Welcome, everyone. Monday in the studio with Garrett and Steve. Pope died.
Oh,
You sad?
I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah.
He dead?
He did.
Oh.
That's
shit.
your guy, right?
Who am I pray to? Yeah, that's my guy.
Because you're a Catholic?
Yeah,
Fuck.
I celebrate him
Uh-huh.
all day.
He was a weird pope just because I didn't hear anything about him. Like the last two popes, there were like big fights about him, and then one guy like quit being the pope, and then a new guy became a pope, and then you never heard about him
For
again.
the last two popes, one was like Ranzinger or something,
Yeah.
and nobody liked him because he was like a scary German demon man.
Yeah, he like might have had Nazi ties, and then the
Yeah.
one before that, or maybe Ratzinger or whatever
Nazi bow ties.
had like kid touchers rumors or something. I
What?
don't know.
Oh wait, there were two after Pope John Paul II.
I
PJP's two.
I thought so, but I could be wrong though. Wasn't there like someone from like Ecuador or South America or something?
No,
No.
hell no, there wasn't.
Well, I'm wrong because I don't follow your guys' his leader.
There was a white man, and then after him there was a white man, and after him there was another white man.
You think
Now the next pope's gonna be black.
Do you think so?
Yeah.
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 Black woman, black lesbian.
Big fat
woman.
black lady in a wheelchair with a cock.
Did you watch Conclave?
No, with Rafe Fiends.
Oh my God.
Rafe?
Rafe, yeah. I just saw some stupid, oh God, Rafe, yeah. I just saw some stupid video about why he pronounces his name like that. And I was like, oh, this could be interesting. And then he was just like, it's like an old English way. And there used to be people that were called Rafe. That was
The
it.
end.
The end. I was like, oh, thanks. Thanks for nothing. I get asked it all the time. Yeah. Okay, good. Way to go.
I should change the pronunciation of my name. I feel like there were old English people that were probably named Stev.
Mm-hmm. That's a good one.
Oh, Stev. You know, just drop a letter out of your normal name. Now you're a special old English fellow. Like Rafe. I know it's not Ralph, it's Rafe. And it's not Steve, it's Stev. Steve and Rev. Steph.
My brother Kevin.
You should be Gart. 2 R's, 2 T's, no E. Gart.
Gert.
Hello, Gart.
My brother Kevin met someone called Bevan over this weekend.
Bevan?
Bevan. Yeah, he was like, I don't know. I've never met anyone with that name before. And shockingly, it was a black guy.
Oh, shockingly. Yeah, they're not known for having silly nonsense names.
But he was like my brother's age, so in his 50s. So it's, usually that seems like a newer kind of trend.
I guess, yeah. There was that was like a milestone broken back in the day, 50 years ago, a Bevan, but it's just, like a Deshaun or a. They just took
Sean
Kevin
Cheese.
and called it Bevan.
I guess so.
That's it.
Just to be different.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Conclave. I don't know. I didn't watch it. Jamie watched it and said it was really boring. But it was a movie just about how they picked the Pope or picking the new Pope. I don't know.
Wasn't it? Yeah, like 3 hours.
Yeah.
And it's 3 hours of conversations with no.
Is that what it is? Just about like.
I haven't seen it, but that was what I've gathered.
But of course, it got like nominated for an Oscar or whatever.
I think Rafe should have won. I like him. I loved him in The Menu. He's great in Bruges.
Okay.
Other than that, I'm sure there's other stuff he's in. Red Dragon. Pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, I know the name. I've had to have seen some of the movies he's in, but I haven't seen any of those. Rafe. I don't know. I just hate the name, so I don't like him. What can you do?
I could believe me. I completely understand. I'm usually exactly the same. I should hate Rafe just because.
Yeah.
Just because. Who do you think you are, douchebag? Just call yourself Ralph.
Just
we know
call yourself Ralph.
You're Ralph.
Your friends and family can call you Rafe all you want, but just say no, I'm Ralph, and that's fine. And then, does he have a brother or something, or isn't there another Fines?
Mafe.
Mafe.
Rafe Mafe.
I thought so. I don't know.
Oh yeah, I don't know. I just know that he lost the Oscar this year to Adrian Brody.
That's right.
Because of another homosexually boring movie.
Which one was that?
The Brutalist.
Oh God. Oh, I've heard about it, I guess, but
all I've heard about it is it's called The Brutalist because it's fucking really long and boring and brutalizes your anus, making you sit there for fucking 3 hours watching a guy go, I kind of like when buildings just don't really look like nothing. Just a square building made of concrete.
What?
That's the whole movie.
He's like some architecture critic or something.
He's the Brutalist.
I don't know.
You
what
ever
that
seen
means.
Brutalist architecture?
I guess I've heard of that, kind of. It's just like communist architecture, kind of.
20th century style of architecture. It's big in cities. But basically, here's like a perfect example. Even the picture's super blurry because who cares? Some buildings actually look pretty cool. The one I'm about to pull up actually does. But when I think of it, I just think of a big square piece of concrete. But this is...
Yeah, that's what I would think that exists in like East Germany
at
the time.
Yeah. A lot of
like a lot of concrete and square corners because it's the easiest, quickest, cheapest way to build things.
Yeah. I mean, but look at these buildings.
Ew.
They're beautiful. Look at how square and
God.
concrete this one is.
That looks like a prison with only like little windows. So
that's the idea. Everything's a prison. Look at this one. There's colors on it, which is a big no-no.
Wow.
But look, square and concrete.
Ew.
Square-crete. This one's cool. It's like a really tall and long Rubik's Cube that's all twisted out of place.
Yeah, no thank you. That just looks like you're trying too hard when you're making a building.
It actually looks to me like you're doing the opposite. Like you're not trying.
Well, that
like one design, and it's just like, now make the whole thing 50 stories, but everything's exactly
that
the
one
same.
Before had like little arms coming out of it, stuff.
Oh, arms coming out of it,
right?
What about this one?
Oh God, that one
looks.
That's not
cool.
bad.
Looks weird.
Yeah,
I'll take weird over just a blank square. But yeah, it's a movie about these here buildings. Look, there's a cat in that one.
It has such a cool name to the movie. You think it's going to be some guy that just kicks ass the whole time?
Sounds like the
Brutalist,
the Punisher.
Yeah,
like he's he's out for vengeance on the mean streets of New York. I'm the Brutalist. I'm gonna punch you so hard you're gonna shit teeth. I'm gonna brutalize your anus.
Can we pull up the Brutalist trailer just to get a hint of
course.
Is it just him like looking at stupid buildings and being like, I like that one?
So what I haven't seen the trailer either, but from what I've gathered of the movie, I think it's Adrian Brody just looking at big slabs of concrete and fucking men in the ass. I think that's what the whole movie is.
Oh, he's gay in it too?
I think so.
Okay.
I think it's like he's gay in a time when being gay is not cool, man. So he's got to hide it by building these really big concrete buildings, the secret compartments he can fuck dudes in. No, I don't even know if that's at all what the movie's about. I have no idea. It is A24 though, and they make very good movies. So I actually already changed my mind, and maybe I kind of want to watch this. Guy bang. Told you.
Oh my God.
Look, he's kissing.
Ew.
Look. I think that's literally the freeze frame I saw, and I was like, oh, it's a movie about a gay guy.
Yes. Yes. All of them? Yes. Tell me, why is an accomplished foreign architect shoveling coal here in Philadelphia?
I'm afraid it is not so simple.
What the fuck is this?
There was a war on, and yet many of the sites of my projects had survived. My buildings were devised to endure such erosion of shoreline.
I brought you all out here to join me in looking forward toward the future.
What do you think?
It's unusual, even for you.
Your English is impressive. Perhaps you can help your husband sound less like he shines shoes for a wage. I'm sorry, will you please pass that back?
They do not want us here.
Who do you mean?
The people here, they do not want us here.
What is going on?
For what I'm gathering, I told you, right there. That's what's going on here. Where is it? Where?
A little further back.
A little further.
There it is.
That's what's
Oh
going
my
on,
God.
Garrett. That's what it is.
He looks so sour and depressed in every other part of the trailer, and Nancy's like, "Ah!"
There's two parts where he's got a smile on his face. Both of them is he's in the warm embrace of another man.
Kissing him on the train, or yeah.
From what I'm gathering, is it's an immigrant from a war-torn country, Vant. I'm assuming Germany.
Okay.
And his specialty was buildings that did not crumble, that did not get affected by the war. Didn't he said they did not succumb to
You
erosion.
picked all this up from the trailer?
We were watching the same one, man. I don't know.
Where did you hear all that stuff?
He said you built buildings in the war, whatever.
Yeah.
And yes, they did not suffer from such erosion.
Oh.
So I'm
I totally
assuming
missed that.
And he said, like, what's architect like you doing shoveling coal in fucking Philadelphia?
Yeah.
So it's not so simple. I guess he escaped torn wherever and came to America to hide out, and they figured out who he was, and they're like, now make us buildings that can get hit with fucking rockets and survive. That's what I gathered from the trailer.
Wow, more than me. I heard the Philadelphia part, but yeah, I didn't get what they were getting at.
I think in the last minute or so here, he's just going to start piping this guy out, and then you're really going to understand what the movie's about.
When dogs get sick, they often bite the hand of those who fed them until someone mercifully puts them down.
What the fuck is?
I mean, now it's just confusing on purpose.
I promise.
All right. Wow, I didn't fully grab me on that one.
Really?
Wow.
You seemed grabbed. You were like that guy that he was grabbing on his lap.
He was smiling.
Oh, this is so much
Adrian.
fun sitting on each other's laps. I don't know. Yeah, it seems like it would be pretty boring, but at the same time, the first split second where it said A24 makes me think, oh, it's probably good.
Maybe. Yeah.
I feel like I haven't seen a movie from them yet that I was like, oh, that was shit.
But they can't.
At worst, it's like, oh, that was okay.
All right. So they're not like undefeated where everyone's a winner, but it's just sometimes. But they never never have a stinker.
Right.
Yeah.
Never something where I'm like, God, turn it off. It's so they're good at like. It's just it'll be interesting at the very least. There'll be something that you're like, oh, what's going on here? Other than that, yeah, it might be just brutal to sit through.
And it looks like a Oscar movie.
Yeah.
You know, dark and sad and about an immigrant and he's crying and overcoming
He
odds.
just wants to be gay.
He just wants to be gay.
I just want to be gay. Why can't I be a gay man?
And he won, right, for the pianist.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah, he wanted to cock up his butt.
the pianist.
I think, yeah, he won. And Rafe Fiennes has won 0 times.
Really? Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
That's why they were so mad.
Yep. Because they're giving this fucking douchebag with his big schnoz another trophy, and not Rafe. I swear to God, he puts that L in his name. He's gonna get a fucking trophy for
That'd be funny if he did.
the next
He's
thing.
just like, fuck it, I'm Ralph.
He's gonna be in fucking Bad Santa 3. He's gonna get an Oscar for it because he changed his name to Ralph Fiennes and just gave up.
That'd be good.
But anyway,
Bless you. Oh, I think you
no, I was
sneezing.
burping. I was burping up old Papa John's.
Did you have a good Easter?
Yeah, I had a pretty good Easter. We stayed home. Charlie wasn't feeling so good,
Nice.
so we didn't really go anywhere.
That's fun.
The Easter the day before at my mum's.
Oh, all right. So
that-
you had an Easter.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we did something. That went fine.
You have lamb.
No lamb. We had too much lasagna and meatballs and sausage. My mom even made the lamb, but nobody ate it, and she was like, "I don't even fucking want it."
What'd you do with it?
She fucking shoved it in her sink's what's that thing?
Garbage disposal.
Garbage disposal.
Tore it up.
She just took the whole thing, just started shoving it in the garbage disposal.
She make like a leg of lamb.
She made a lamb of lamb.
Lamb of lamb.
Uh-huh.
Wow. Fuck.
No, she made it, and people, she was handing out pieces like, try it. And I was like, I'm not eating a fucking bite. I ate so much already. I can't have anything. I ate fucking 3 pounds of candy and some gabagool sandwiches and
Were these
cheese.
appetizers?
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's like a 5-course meal for Easter. It was really good. And there were other kids there for Charlie. It was a grand old time.
Oh, nice. Is that how we got sick then?
It was
The
either
other
that or
kids?
Friday when we had people over for Caitlin's birthday.
Yeah.
One or the other.
You stayed up late.
Yeah. Stayed up late. Very, very late.
We both sucked at Jackbox or whatever, Quiplash or whatever it was.
Yeah. Garrett and Gareth. We were both the most unfunny people of the night. How funny did that work? I thought that was interesting. Nobody thought we had anything cool to say.
No. But one of your friends, Charlotte, is like hilarious on it. She was killing it. Like legitimately had funny jokes on it. Yeah.
Very funny.
Without just
Writing
resorting to
the
the N-word. Yeah.
That was, that's old hat now. That's just what it usually turns into. Is every answer is just a variation of the N-word. Or, yeah. But, she were like actual clever things that were funny. Good for her. Yeah, she won. I thought it was funny that Jamie didn't want to play. And then when she saw the type of shit that was getting written in, she really didn't want to play.
She was laughing at it though.
She was laughing at it.
Yeah.
But she was like, I don't know what this is. I'll like take a round out and see what you guys are doing. And then my first answer was something about nigras. And then she was just like, yeah, I'm not going to play this game.
It was a
I'm gonna
good
sit
time
out.
though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Another surprise birthday party at the Kanye
I
house.
honestly, so the first time you came here for a birthday party, I was filled with glee and thought it was very funny. This time I genuinely felt bad. I'm like, I'm sorry you got to keep coming here.
It was fun though. We had a good time.
I don't mean for you to just live here every fucking day. I know you have a home. I'm apologizing.
No, please don't. It was a good time. It was fun. Celebrating Caitlin's birthday.
Yeah, now we're done.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like you have it all bunched
It's all
together.
cleared out.
Uh-huh.
No birthdays till next March.
Oh,
Someone wrote on, I think it was the Dave Landau YouTube video. Someone wrote, like, oh, you guys should have Pat Dixon on next. And the next comment was, well, maybe some other time. We don't want to interrupt Steve's birthday celebration. No Pat Dixon yet. Let's finish that out first. Maybe laugh.
what do you think about having Pat on?
Sure.
I could go either way. Yeah.
I mean, yeah. That'd be something.
Yeah.
Like, hey Pat, how are you?
Uh-huh. What's been going on?
Remember that time you and Gino got in that whole thing? That was crazy. Huh.
Gino got out of his thing, huh?
What was
His
it? Oh,
court
he had to go
case,
to court or something. Yeah.
Yeah, apparently it's all done.
Yeah.
Ricada got like
I didn't see
30
why.
days
I
in
just
jail
saw
or
something
60.
about that.
Neither. And then he had Ricada on his show today.
Gino did?
I think so. He kept tagging him and saying he was on the show. I don't know if he was trying to like troll someone else by saying that, but
Oh, he got me.
yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
We'll have to look into the Gino-verse. See what he's doing. The biggest news of today, by far, was related to the artist formerly known as Kanye West,
Yes.
now known as Ye.
Mm-hmm.
What's happening there?
I'm not sure. He just, well, you know, he's gotten a little controversial. It's kind of
Gotten. It's been years of him
like
being insane.
a year, I'd say, right? Since he got kind of like debanked and started blaming the Jews for everything. It's been maybe a year and a half that he, you know, he was always a little crazy, but now he was going after the Jews, and then they got dropped by everybody and all that stuff. But then then recently he started tweeting just like Hitler was right, and a picture of him in Hitler's uniform, and being like, "This is a good looking picture," and all, you know. But then
he's I think like the most famous edgelord in the world.
Yeah, by far. Because usually edgelords are like doing it to get, well, he's doing it to get attention, but doing it to get any attention. Like they've never gotten attention and they're trying to be edgy to get attention. I guess he's losing attention, so he's doing it to get more attention.
Is this just the new version of like Marilyn Manson and Slayer and bands that were getting banned and parental advisory stickers like NWA and shit?
Maybe
like they were banned from a venue because their music is too harsh and
you might have a good point.
Edgy and like, oh man, the words they say in their songs you won't believe. Is this just the new version of that, or is this some other thing? Because other than him, who's getting really in trouble for
That's
content?
what I was going to say. Like, you have kind of a good point. There's no way you could get in trouble for cursing in your songs or having some like weird album art, cover or album cover or something. Yeah, like no, you can't really get in trouble anymore that I know of.
Yeah, like you can do anything.
Yeah,
your stage show can literally be porn.
Mm-hmm.
I think maybe, I don't know. Maybe you can get in some sort of trouble for actual, dick going in vagina porn on like a big Coachella stage if you show that on a big screen.
I don't think
I
so,
don't know,
though.
but like people wouldn't be up in arms about it. It wouldn't make like national news in a way where your life is ruined. He keeps making news in a way where his life is ruined, or at least like they're trying to further just strip him from being able to use any kind of resource like a bank or an online store where he can sell t-shirts. Like he's not allowed to do anything.
Yeah, he lost all his like Adidas contract or whatever shoe company or I don't know, fashion companies that were making his shit, or wasn't he being sold at like Target or they cut him out?
Oh yeah. He had a good, like a fucking $1 billion deal with Adidas.
Yeah.
That he got removed from.
And that's what I'm kind of happy about, because I never got his fashion thing where it was just like really mute grays and browns, baggy stuff with shoes that looked like balloons.
Really shitty shoes.
Yeah.
His fashion was like, designed by a retard. Like you said, it was all baggy and and then the stuff he would make his wife, or Bianca Sensori, whatever she was, I think it was his wife, wear was just, she was basically nude 24/7.
Yeah.
The theory on that was that he is bipolar, or he's, got some mental illness thing going on where he's kind of all over the place. And he thought that maybe she was like an FBI or CIA plant, and that all her love for him was fake, So he
So-
would have her dressed like in the nude constantly. One, to like make an ass of her, and two, so that like she couldn't wear a wire.
That's what I was thinking. Really?
That's
Oh my
that's
God.
like a Twitter theory.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if that's at all any sort of real thing. But it would make
What a
more
great
sense
idea.
than he just thinks it's cool. Like, hey, I married this girl. Here's her tits. Every fucking time she leaves the house.
Her body is ridiculous, though. Like,
Yeah, he could just be showing off.
yeah, it's
I guess so.
if it's all real, it's like impeccable.
Yeah, very impeccable. And the thing is, I'm saying he's showing off when it's like his wife's she is showing off.
Yeah,
But apparently, again, according to the internet, the relationship was that she just kind of did whatever he said. He said, hey, put this clear trash bag on. That's your
Yeah.
dress tonight.
Uh-huh.
And she would do it. Like,
I mean, how do you not when you're going out with a billionaire? Or I don't know if he's a billionaire still.
that's the
but
thing.
he
I don't know
was.
how much money he really has at this point.
Yeah,
He can't fucking keep a website up for more than a week. Like, he was selling his stupid shirts, and he was probably making okay money. Then he was like, all right, I'm adding the swastika shirt to the website, and then the website's down. I don't think it was up for more than a week or two before he added the swastika shirt that ultimately got him
Bullshit,
completely taken
though.
down.
I don't know. I guess I get it. Like Shopify or whatever it is doesn't want to be associated with selling swastika shirts, but if he wants to sell them, let him sell them.
Five fan wants to know, she got a nice neck, Garrett? I never looked up at it.
I don't know. I'd have to see her again and to let you know. I'm sure she does.
Wonder if I can find a picture of her where she's not nude. Or YouTube.
It looks like she has a nice neck.
This one not a nude. Oh god, I gotta be careful scrolling
Yeah.
on this fucking bitch. There you go. I mean, she's all neck. What do you mean? That's
Yeah,
a necky lady.
The thing is, like, to get the good neck vibe, you need to see it more from the side or a profile kind of thing, but not a full profile. Kind of just like corner profile.
All right, maybe I can find a side neck shot.
Yeah,
Of Bianca
but it looks good there.
There's her butt. Here's her tits.
Jesus.
Butt tits.
Like that's not bad.
Uh,
Those look fake though, right?
I don't think so. I've seen them full nude. They just look
Oh,
they look big and heavy. This is
that's a good one. That's a good angle, at least.
all right. Let's have you look at this then.
It's not the greatest neck, honestly. There's nothing wrong with it, but
Well, why? How come it's not a perfect neck?
it's a little
It's not
too
in
wide.
Garrett's collection of best necks.
It needs to be like, I don't know, like it looks a little too thick. It's too thick for her head. Her head's like it's
Really?
yeah, it's not really elegant, her neck. It's just like it's there.
I don't know. It looks normal to me.
I don't know what you're looking at.
I think I'm looking at that neck she has in the middle of her chest. It's looking at me.
With him with his garbage bag on.
And he's also wearing
Oh
a
my
garbage
God.
bag. I love that he was selling these on the website too.
The boots.
These like scuba gear, shin guard, motorcycle boots, whatever the fuck they are.
Do they have a tail arm, or is that just like Velcro that
Velcro that
unflapped?
looks like it
Oh,
like
okay.
came undone.
So it's not part of the boot where it just sticks out the back.
Could be.
It could be.
Who knows? He dresses like a fucking action figure. But we'll say it's still undetermined because Five fan, I hate to tell you that Garrett thinks she has a bad neck.
I don't think not a bad neck. It's
Bad
just not
neck.
a great neck. It's a town on Long Island too. Great neck. I should live there.
I wouldn't let Garrett put on my cashmere sweater, let's just say. I think it's a big head joke. It's
That was,
George
Costanza, right?
Costanza joke. But anyway, the main reason we and I think the planet is talking about Kanye West today is because he released a new song. Now, this is where I'm confused because I thought the album he put out had already been out for like almost a month now. And I thought this was on it. Maybe I'm completely wrong. Because I saw weeks ago that he had a song that was named World War III. He had some song with Dave Blunts. I haven't listened to any of them, but
Oh, I didn't hear about that. But I thought he was just like releasing songs, creeping them out, like leaking them out one by one kind of thing.
I guess that is what it is.
Yeah,
because
it was like I kept seeing him talk about like my upcoming album. This is a song. There's gonna be a song on it.
I guess that's got to be what it is. Because I feel like if this was known before today, it would have it would have exploded the way it already did today. Because this is, I mean, it's probably the top trending thing of the day.
It's working for him.
An hour and a half ago, when I went on my phone, it was the first thing I saw. And I saw it like 5 times in a row, different people posting about it. So I'm assuming it was one of those things that the second it got released, the whole internet said, "What?" But anyway, if you've been living under the same rock I was living under until about 7 o'clock, here's the tweet Kanye put out. He writes, "This song is called Cousins, about my cousin that's locked in jail for life for killing a pregnant lady a few years after I told him we wouldn't, quote, look at dirty magazines together, quote, end quote, anymore." Perhaps.
Why wouldn't any more be in the quote?
Yeah. or wouldn't. You could put I feel like that's probably what you said.
Yeah.
He just said, so according to the quote, all he said to his cousin was, "Look at dirty magazines together."
Yeah, which is
anymore.
Kind of the opposite of the point he was trying to make.
And anymore probably need to be in there, or your cousin's not going to get it. It's actually saying the exact opposite thing. If I turned to you and said, "Hey, Garrett, look at dirty magazines together."
Let's do it, Steve. I can't wait.
No, won't anymore. Won't anymore. I meant to say that. My bad. I guess I should work on my quoting and everything else I'm doing. But anywho, next line is, "Perhaps in my self-centered mess, I felt it was my fault that I showed him those dirty magazines when he was 6, and then we acted out what we saw."
Oh my God. How old was he? Kanye.
He was 40. That's why it's a big deal.
Wow, that makes sense now. Holy shit.
It's one of those things where it's like, hey, man, nobody knew and no one asked. You didn't have to tell anyone this.
No.
For any other reason than I am the edgiest edgelord on the edging planet. Here's something else about me. I bet you there are other people that unless they're, Corey Feldman trying to make a buck off it, no one's going to even tell you that this happened to them.
Yeah.
I'm saying it just because I don't give a fuck.
But now it makes me wonder if he's just making things up. But I don't know. Like, this is out of the Hitler is great, not Jews suck edgelord theme. And this is going in a whole new direction.
This is a whole me and my cousin were molesting each other direction that I don't know why you'd go in that direction unless it happened.
Yeah.
And it's like this is like a confession. Like, I've been holding this in for fucking ever. Now I'm finally ready to tell everyone.
I wonder even if people knew that his cousin killed a pregnant woman.
Well, yeah, I think the cops knew because he's got life in prison.
Well, but I'm saying, but like the public at large, did
he has
people
a cousin.
know that Kanye's cousin was in jail?
Like
people knew his mom died, right?
Right.
But I don't know if like that was out there that his cousin was in jail.
I have some info here. Debuting a new grungy song called Cousins. Sings about stumbling upon adult magazines as a kid, noting the mags he found in his late mother Donda's possession were of the homosexual variety.
Oh God!
So he found he play guys.
His mom had gay porn.
His mom had some gay porn, probably belonged to his dad or something.
He had a dad.
Well, no, but he had at some point, yes. Ye says he eventually showed the mags to his cousin.
Ghost opened the door. I got scared.
I know, I got to fix that. And they reenacted the male-on-male kissing scenes, leading Ye to eventually suck his dick until the age of 14.
For 8 years?
Well, he was 6. Who knows? Again, maybe Kanye was 13. Actually, I hope not. I hope they were both 6.
Oh my God.
This is either like a Jim Norton story or like a Jeffrey Epstein story.
Oh my God. Norton should get Kanye on his podcast. They have so much to talk about.
Honestly,
For real.
they kind of have the same life.
Yeah.
Ye gave him a loving shout out during a 2018 interview when asked about Trump's first presidency. My cousin's locked up for murder and I love him.
Oh,
So he
people
did a
know.
bad thing, but I still love him.
Okay. That's fair.
Later in 2020, Kim K was helping spearhead the blah, blah, blah. He shared Ye's cousin's plight with Georgetown University Mark Howard, highlighting how Ye's aunt was forced to accept the consequences from living in their downtrodden Chicago neighborhood. Yeah, that's what it is. It was the neighborhood that did it.
Yeah. So it's his mom's sister's kid, which would make him his cousin. Okay.
But yeah, my dad had Playboy magazines, but the magazines I found on top of my mom's closet were different. My name is Ye, and I sucked my cousin's dick till I was 14. Tweet sent.
Wow. I mean, this is kind of a sort of like a 12-step program, and just like you admit all the sins you've done, no matter
Is it?
if people wanted to hear it or not.
Who's he admitting? He's admitting it to the world.
Yeah.
Why?
You know, to cleanse his soul, to get it all out there. Maybe that's a part of rehabilitation or therapy.
Cleanse his hole. Sound
If it was me, I would have told him to keep it quiet. You know, like no one really needs to know this part about you.
especially if you're the cousin who's already having a hard
Oh my
time
God.
in prison. You think, hey, can you shut up? Prison's not the best for me. I didn't need anyone knowing this. Now prison's really not cool. If you can
Oh,
believe
maybe
that.
it's really cool now.
Maybe it's really cool. But what I didn't do is listen to any of the song. Now, what you were listening to before, was that just the beginning?
That was the beginning. Yeah, I didn't play the whole thing.
Cool, because we probably can't play the whole thing, but we should at least play that part. Because I was giggling because I'm like, there's no way.
I feel like we could play it. What's going to happen?
Let's just play it.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll give us more insight as to what the hell what the hell going on around here.
The thing, so before we started, it's a catchy little chorus, and it's like you don't want to make this song with a catchy chorus that gets stuck in my head. You know,
Again, this is the new edgelord. This is the new Manson. This is the new fucking Judas Priest.
I like this theory though. I like it because there's no way else you could get in trouble. You can't. Whatever you do, no one cares.
Yeah.
Do they even put like parental advisory stickers on? They didn't even sell CDs. So what's the fucking point?
No.
Yeah.
This is he figured out like the next level of people watching you because you're controversial is this. I fucked my cousin when I was a child. Jesus Christ.
But what's the difference between him doing this and Norton doing Monster Rain? That it's his cousin? You know what I'm saying? Like it's kind of the same MO.
I mean, I don't think he's gonna get in some sort of trouble for this. I don't think
it just
they're
gets
gonna
attention.
further try to just put this guy in like a social cage. But it's just it worked for what it was for. It was seemingly it was, hey, I need attention now. I want some more attention, guys. Hey, over here, look at me.
I feel like he'd get more than the Nazi Jew stuff, a little sympathy for this attention grabber, you know? I could see people feeling bad for him, maybe he's starting to turn around, win people back.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is how you get him back.
Yeah.
This is how you do it. Just it's kind of what Kevin Spacey tried to do, where he got in trouble for being, a 14-year-old molester.
Yeah.
And he was like, well, hold on, guys. I'm gay.
Yeah.
Oh,
okay.
But right. I think it's like that, where it's like, well, too little, too late.
Uh-huh.
You did so much other bullshit that stinks what happened in your youth with this, sex stuff.
Uh-huh.
But we're not going to just forget every other thing you've ever done because now you're like, hey, actually, guys, I'm the victim in all of this.
Do you think Kanye's gay now?
Kanye. Do you think Jim Norton's gay?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, then I guess he's something.
He's something, yeah.
He's yeah, I would assume there's something.
But I mean, he's at least faux religious. It seems like that's a big sin in his religious world.
And there seems
battling with
seems to be a thing where people find religion after they don't want to be gay no more. I'm not gay no more. I like women. There's that guy. Milo tried that out for a while. I think.
That's right.
I think he's still doing it. I don't really know what he's been up to lately. But
You're right.
He did the whole "I'm not gay no more."
Divorced his black husband.
Went to Florida and was converting to straightness.
Yeah.
He's a straight Christian man.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if he's still doing that or if he went back to being gay.
I'm not sure.
I don't know if it ever was anything more than a bit. Like it makes his public persona is this I'm straight guy now, but maybe just when he's not in front of a camera or tweeting on his phone,
he's his cousin's dick.
He's in a pile of cocks trying to swim out. He's just drowning in cocks and balls. But for his online persona, he needs this. But who knows? I have no idea what he's up to. But yeah, maybe this is Kanye's like, hey guys, I know you hate me, but you should feel pretty bad for me. Actually, I did gay stuff with my cousin. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know the tone of the song. Your show audio has hiccups. Says the real Blue 42. Blue 42. Huh. I wonder where that would be. Check all chords. Chord all checks. The only thing on the board that looks different to me, even though the last few times it's been this way, is that green speaker thing with the yellow on it.
Oh, like turn it down?
Yeah, usually that's on black, or the red X or whatever.
Oh, the red X? I could turn it. Yeah, I could do that, but
if that's not what it is, it's probably StreamYard.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, the real Blue 42. Blue 42! Appreciate it.
I mean, should I pull it up and see?
Yeah, sure. Have a
It
listen.
could just be Blue 42s.
Sound pretty clear. Sounds pretty clear to me.
Yeah, it might be you, Blue 42.
Maybe it's a more momentary problem. Who knows?
Yeah.
Jay Nate says, I know Kanye had his cousin screaming. He should have a follow-up song to Cousins called How Was the Experience? I know your cousin had you screaming.
Oh God.
Thank you for my roses, Jay Nate. That is very, very, very funny. I can't believe I didn't even think of that.
So it just seems weird. It seems like his dad had Playboys, but his mom had gay porn magazines.
Dad, maybe that's a lyric. My dad had Playboys and my mom had gay boys. Two of them was in the living room sucking each other off.
It's like my
picking each other's balls.
That's the thing. The song's like, suck my cousin's dick. Suck my cousin's
We
dick.
have to listen to it. We have to listen to it. It is. This is the new. I don't know. It was like the controversial song. Beautiful People.
Yeah, I mean, was it really?
Like
I
Eminem's Kim song where he kills his wife.
Yeah.
Or the Cleaning Up My Closet where he talks. Eminem got in trouble for stuff like that.
Judas Priest back in the day went to court because a guy shot his face off but lived.
Right.
Listening to Judas Priest songs.
Yeah.
Ozzy, yeah, I don't know. Like some Black Sabbath or Ozzy songs were, but yeah, I don't know. It was always such a big deal, but like no one cared.
Satanism stuff.
Yeah.
You spin the record backwards and it's the devil telling you to fucking eat your own balls. This is a Kanye song. You don't even have to spin the record backwards. It tells you, just tells you on the track. He sucked his cousin's pecker. All right, let's hear some. Let's sample some of this.
Hey between two niggas kissing, we ain't know what that shit mean. Then we start reenacting everything that we had seen. That's when I gave my cousin head, gave my cousin head, gave my cousin head, I gave my cousin head, I gave my cousin head.
Jesus Christ.
And I know these niggas start to judge me now. And I know these niggas about to judge me now. Told it off when we was hanging down. I was like, cousin, not to tell nobody.
He's really getting them all in here. He's got swastikas and
The swastika boobs was interesting. But you're right, that was catchy. I gave my cousin head. I gave my cousin head. This is awful.
Please don't tell me take it to my grave. You can set you free someday. I don't think they understand that I'm not attracted to a man. They thought I was scared. Nitrous don't help me, it just put me in a trance. I'm talking about euphoria, I'm not talking about a man. Told her don't leave me, cause I need you by my side. As long as you don't leave me, then I'll probably be alright. And that one time that you left me, I didn't get no sleep that night. And that one time that you left me, I took 10 bursts to get high. 10 bursts to get high. Pray that I don't die. But if I die, you in the sky. 2 bites of the quay. Don't leave, just stay there. Let's go on a vacay. The world behind.
The video.
Well, this I get entirely with that. The first part was crazier with images spliced in. Now he's like kind of, he's literally like singing for help. This is how he feels. He feels like he's perpetually falling. I completely get what he's doing here. It's not that.
It is a little genius. Yeah.
No, it's not.
No.
It's it sounds like a guy who's about to kill himself. He's talking about how the nitrous doesn't even help. It's just put him in a trance. He's doing 10 Percocets. He doesn't know if he's going to fucking wake up. He sounds like a drug addict who's going to kill himself.
I mean,
I think that might be where the problem is lying with this man.
It might be headed that way
He's
too.
suppressing memories of his shitty upbringing, living in shithole Chicago, sucking his cousin's pecker, and
Give
just
him my cousin head.
this is his outlet. He's doing what you're supposed to do. He has a creative outlet, and he's
getting it out.
He's getting all his strife out over the airwaves.
Yeah,
and this is what it is. It's drugs and
something.
Drugs and pecker sucking. We should name the album. Pecker sucking and drugs.
Isn't the name of the album like Hitler's Awesome or something?
It was World War III.
Oh, that's the name of the album?
But
okay.
I read something while I was reading up on this shit that he was changing the album name to Cuck.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. I saw Jim Norton say finally me and Kanye have something in common.
Apparently you got a few things in common. I gave my cousin head. I gave my cousin. All right, let's see where this ends.
Leave the world behind.
Yeah, leave the world behind. He's gonna come.
Leave the world behind. Nitrous don't help me, it just put me in a trance. I'm talking about euphoria, I'm not talking about a man. Told her don't leave me, cause I need you by my side. As long as you don't leave me, then I'll probably be alright. Then I'll probably be alright.
Probably be alright.
Took 10 bursts to get high. 10 bursts to get high. Pray that I don't die. But if I die, you in the sky. 2 bites of the quay. Don't leave, just stay there. Let's go on a vacay. Leave the world behind.
Well,
Wow.
that was enlightening.
That was a powerful song.
Yeah.
Now, what was you saying? 2 hits of the Quay?
Quaaludes?
Is that what it is? I didn't even know Quaaludes were.
Guessing.
You could even get them anymore.
Maybe there's some like bootleg Chinese shit. I don't know. But I think there's this now, and I think there was some other song where it's basically him going like, Bianca, I miss you. Wow.
Did she leave him?
Yeah,
she did, huh?
I think she was finally like, I can't. This guy, I've been trying my hardest. Listen, CIA, you don't know what it's like.
I can't get any undercover recordings because he has me naked all the time.
Can never wear a wire. I can't even hide one in my butt plug. He checks that before we leave the house every day. He takes 10 perks to get high. He takes 10 perks to get high.
Nitrous does nothing.
You know,
except-
it's like hanging out with a guy all day who's on nitrous and Percocet.
Oh, yeah, that's gonna not be fun.
I'd imagine he does a lot of rambling.
So much rambling. So much rambling. Oh my God.
About, well,
His theories on life and everything.
and then burn you high.
You know, Kim has the kids dressing like Satan. You know, he's got all that built up too.
I forgot he has kids. Yeah, he's not. Is he like not allowed to see them? It's like supervised visits. He's only allowed to have.
He was complaining
Ooh.
about that. Yeah.
Well, that's not going to change from this.
Mm-mm.
If
But then he tries
I'm Kim Kardashian and I got this big fucking mammoth ass, these huge swinging boobs, and these big plump lips. If I'm Kim Kardashian,
Yeah.
I hear that new song and I go, yeah, he's never seen them
Kids again.
ever again.
No.
I want armed security around for his fucking supervised visits because I don't want him anywhere near a child.
Yeah, put him in the Silence of the Lambs glass prison cell and have the kids, they can say hi to him outside the glass or
They
something.
can, yes, they can touch hands against the glass. That is it. They are not, or he can be wheeled out in public with them, but he has to be in the Hannibal Lecter, fucking
The mask,
the
and
full
with
bodysuit,
the little jail bars in front of the mouth.
jail bars in front of the mouth, and yeah, straight jacket. Take 10 perks to get high.
Ah,
I mean, that sucks. I feel
Yeah.
bad for anyone who can't see their own kids, but I don't know, man.
I know.
I
The
wouldn't.
thing is,
I
like
wouldn't be.
he tries to make it like Kim's doing all this stuff to keep him from seeing his kids, and it's like she just won't even let me see the kids, and it's like now I kind of get why. Get why?
Yeah, I kind of get
Get
why.
why.
Take 10 perks to get high. If you're fucking huffing down nitrous and putting yourself in a trance, no, you can't babysit.
And it probably sound corny, but I feel like Kim is like pretty normal,
In a way, yeah.
right? You know, like she doesn't really step out of
Do
her
that.
lane.
Yeah.
You know what I'm like? She's never caught in a compromising position, really, except for
Well,
the
Ray
sex
J
tape.
had her in several.
Yeah, but that
compromising
was just to
positions.
get her to be famous.
Right. It's post. Yeah.
Like once she
That-
became famous, she's kind of kept it on the straight and narrow.
Yeah. She just does boring TV shit.
Boring stuff.
It's
and
like,
yeah.
look at my butt.
What happened with her like freeing prisoner? Remember when Trump's
Oh,
first term?
yeah.
She was getting people out of jail.
That was. Wasn't that with? That was her and Kanye.
That was.
Yeah. I guess
Yeah.
after he was gone, she's like, I'm not doing this shit anymore. I don't care about black people anymore. I'm done with that. Now I'm gonna fuck Pete Davidson.
She is.
You did right after Kanye.
Oh, I thought you meant like right now.
No,
Oh, I thought like
no.
yeah.
Pete's moved on. He's fucking.
I don't hear news about him either.
I don't hear any news about him, but
Like who he's dating.
No, he just. I see him in commercials now for fucking Verizon.
Oh, haven't even
Constantly.
seen that.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Hey, I'm Pete Davidson. Don't you want a wireless plan that's like a big lipped N-word looking guy, but white? That's what I am. That's what Verizon is. Don't you want a
Wow,
Verizon
I gotta
plan
see that ad.
that's like a guy who's never been that funny, but funny enough to be the most famous comedian in the world for some reason? I'm that kind of Verizon plan.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I was gonna say no Shane Gillis, but Pete Davidson is more of just like a household name that I wouldn't be surprised if my parents heard the name Pete Davidson, but never Shane Gillis.
Yeah, I can
Yeah,
see that.
yeah.
He's, SNL.
Yeah,
The mainstream.
but for like a year, and no one, he was in any sketches. But yeah, good for him.
He got everybody just like, hey, this guy's dad died in 9/11. Let's make him the best guy ever. And he could just be pretty okay at what he does. He does not have to really do that much.
No, yeah, I've never.
He's not bad. He's fun.
He's not
Like,
bad,
he's funny. Like that show Blackish. He's funny-ish.
Yeah, he is.
But he's never done or said anything that made me go, oh my God, can you believe? Shane has.
Yeah.
Shane has cracked me up a lot of times.
A lot of times.
So
yeah.
he's like his level of success makes sense to me. Pete's like higher almost, or if not higher. And I kind of don't get, I'm like, well, why?
Yeah, me either. He's just
dicking down every fucking hot piece of ass in Hollywood. I guess that's it.
But I wonder who he's with now. Like, I kind of enjoyed following that little parade he had going.
You want me to Google it?
Ariana Grande and then Kate Beckinsale and Kim Kardashian.
Kim Kardashian?
Kardashian.
Okay, would you rather me Google who's Pete Davidson dating now?
Yeah.
Or do you want to watch the video of Al Sharpton making flubs? Which is where Kim Kardashian comes from.
I do know that now. Yeah, I remember that. Kim Kardashian.
It's one of my favorite videos ever. I play it at least once a year. Kardashian.
At first, I thought you were referencing the like LA reporter that had some sort of brain fart on air, and she was like, "And the Skarskin farking."
Oh no, that's a heavy Darius invitation.
That's right.
Yeah, not Kim Kardashian. That was heavy. There's heavy Darius invitation. There's
Bertation, that's right.
There's also there's the lady that did DD Mega Doo Doo.
And Adina Menzel.
Adele Dazeem. Adele Dazeem is my favorite ever. Mispronouncing words. How come it's not coming up? Mispronouncing. Come on. Al Sharpton versus the teleprompter. I guess this is it.
Yeah, probably.
It's the most important video of a generation. It's like, they erased this from the internet? Is it gone? What the fuck?
What the fuck?
Verse teleprompter. What the fudge? I used to watch this every year, at least once a year. Downright Jitty.
Volume 3.
It's on World Star. YouTube celebrities. Yeah, I want number 1. Why does number 1 not exist? Number 3. What the fuck? This isn't fair. Al Sharpton versus the teleprompter.
You sure that's not the one? You knew. I guess since you watch it every year, you know it's number 1.
It's the first one, yeah. Resist we much. That's definitely the one. Yeah, this is it. Oh, thank God. I was genuinely having heart palpitations. I'm like, is my favorite video ever gone from the internet? All right. Thank God it's here.
Gave my cousin head.
But here's Al Sharpton with the most important piece of media in the last 20 years.
But resist we much. We must. They're all jitty about a shutdown. The tortoise in the race. Then co-author of Hubris. U2 lead singer Bono. Fran Drescher. Sigourney Weaver.
That's the other one. That's the other one I say occasionally. Every time I see Sigourney Weaver in something. Oh, Sigourney Weaver.
Lead singer Bono, Fran Drescher, Sigourney Weaver, suspect Jahar Tsarnaev, Rush Limbaugh. Rush Limbaugh, the show Rush Lombard hosts Supreme Court Justice Sonia Sotomayor. Is Mike Muckery yesterday, Antonine Scalia, Kim Kardashian, and the Republican candidate.
Oh, you might have missed it.
Antonine Scalia, Kim Kardashian, and the Republican candidates for Cairo and Benghazi. We rank behind Lavita. First stop, Kazakhstan to college students in Beijing. He's getting lunch at Chipotle in Iowa. Bain is appropriate. The GOP's tax day giveaway to millionaires. Why was traffic problems email sent? Environmental Projection Agency. And what sequestration has done.
So yeah.
The people that make these clips astound me. Like, what do you watch every episode of Al Sharpton's show and find where he fucks up with a teleprompter and jot it down and note down what time and download the episode and get it all ready and put a whole compilation
It's
together.
a level of dedication that, I mean, you see the end product. I get it once it comes out.
I do,
but before that, you ever making that video, you must just have hours of Al Sharpton clips, or like, yeah, how do you know?
How do you know you're
save
gonna
it?
do
How do you
that?
know when to save it?
Uh-huh.
Maybe you watch the news on your computer and you're able to screen record everything. Like, I have the same question. How do they make that perfect compilation of every flub? Because yeah, this is the guy who didn't he do like a daily show?
Yeah, I think so.
A couple, like,
definitely at least a weekly, but I think it was Daily Show on MSNBC.
I have no idea.
And you watch it every time he flubs, you're just like record and thinking from the beginning, like the first one, you're like, I guess I'll record that, and then I guess he keeps doing it.
And it's the videos,
but it's never like a video
over 10
of
years ago.
Him like videotaping his TV,
right,
or anything like that. It's like
that's
all the
thing,
direct videos
over 10 years ago. So like, you know, he had to have some sort of thing where he could rewind, and again, he must have just been watching it on his computer and been able to screen record it. Otherwise, that is you download the episodes of Al Sharpton show to sift through and find out the flubs.
Or
that's a lot of work.
It's someone that works at MSNBC and they do his show and they mark it down and then they make it and send it out there as a fuck you to him.
That makes the most sense.
Way more sense, right? Yeah.
Makes the most sense. This is probably the best way to get it done. Is you're forced to watch this guy. So when he says Kim Kardashian, you're sitting there just going, "Oh my god!" Click, click. Let me get a rewind on that. I'm gonna put in my personal file. I'm making something.
Yeah. Yeah, all those things.
Yeah, that video has how many views? 1.3 million views.
Like, you know, it's the pretty famous video where it's like the newscasters all read the same script.
Oh yeah.
You know, and then it's just like more and more boxes of different programs. Who makes that video? Who gets the feed from all these different channels that are all the raw feed and put them together? And it doesn't seem like there's any, I don't know. It seems like we imagine it and it happens. Like
you must work for some service or some company or the that has access to every news feed. And if not, you're like looking up each individual, like every city and town in the United States. You're looking them all up on their website.
Sometimes it'll have like 30 or 50 boxes all talking at once. And it's like, who put this all together? It seems impossible.
How the hell they do that?
Yeah.
What the hell? How the hell? What the hell?
Yeah, I don't believe it almost, but it happens. So it's true.
Government did it.
You need a beer?
No, I didn't get you one. I apologize. I can't tell in cans how full it is, so I assumed you just had beer. I should have asked. I'm a bad host. I apologize. I've fought in retribution.
Wow, that was a paltry retribution.
Really, let you know how much I cared, I guess. There you go.
All right, thank you.
That was more of my feelings were in that one. Let's just go to Dr. Harley Quinn for a brief interlude here.
Mm-hmm.
Dr. Harley says, would you rather fight the roster?
Mm-hmm.
Would you rather fight the roster every time you wanted to make love to your wives, or when you make love, you have to listen to the rooster provide color commentary? I'd fight it.
Fight it. Yeah, it sounds annoying.
I'd be annoyed by.
Like, is he talking in rooster or English?
Either way, I wouldn't want it.
Either way, yeah.
I wouldn't want the buck buck buck, or I wouldn't want the buck buck buck. Either way, I wouldn't want. So I'd rather, because you know what, the fighting the rooster would get me all fucking pumped up with adrenaline and get me all get the blood flowing anyway.
True,
so,
that's a good point.
A nice murder before lovemaking,
but it might tire you out.
You
know.
Yeah, I don't want to be tired. I have a lot of action to put out there. You know me, I'm in great shape.
Get into it.
Yeah, I hang from the ceiling, and I do jumping jacks in bed, I do backflips and fucking push-up sandwiches. So I need a lot of energy. Still, I'd
fight it.
I'd rather have my energy sapped and have a peaceful session.
Fighting a rooster's easy.
We've been
You
through
kick
this
it
where,
once-
you
you just kick it once and it's done, and then you
hold
go
on.
this
I
fuck your
guess,
life.
yeah, the most annoying thing would be like me putting on my shoes because I think I'd want to wear a nice either pair of shoes, maybe boots to kick the fucking thing so it can't scratch at me. And maybe I have to put my pants on too because I don't want it clawing through a fucking an artery in my leg. But yeah, I'd rather fight it than have it in the room, fucking making noise.
No, Howard Cosell doing color commentary.
That would suck. I would not want that.
I mean, but if the rooster was talking in English, that'd be kind of fun.
Nah,
Nah.
not really.
Like, what if he talked like Foghorn
distracting.
Leghorn? I
say here. You better get hard soon, fella. She's waiting for you. Yeah, that would be awful. That would be boner killing.
Oh, he's really looking at puss now, ain't he?
I say, you've been down there a while. You trying to make up for something? What'd you do? I say.
If you and Caitlin have sex, I'd watch if Foghorn Leghorn was commentating.
Well, everybody would. Everybody. If Foghorn Leghorn
I just
was
want
there.
the audio feed.
Yeah.
I don't even need to watch.
I say, lady on top, what do you do around here? I say. I say, any man that likes to take it from behind from his woman is a little yee. I don't quite appreciate that.
Give her my cousin head. My cousin head.
He's somewhat of a genius. He's gotten that stuck in people's heads.
Mhm.
It's musical. Give my
Stuck in
cousin
their
head. We was reading. My daddy had Playboys, but my mommy didn't. We was reading Gay Boys, and boy, we was. I want a live feed on Kim Kardashian for when she gets that song across her desk.
Yeah, stuck in her head.
Yeah. Although she probably already knew, I'm sure. At some point while they were together, he probably did a bunch of nitrous and was like, I sucked my cousin dick. I killed my cousin dick. And that's probably why they got probably every divorce he's gone through is directly after he pops that one out.
He's been divorced other times.
Bianca.
Oh yeah. Oh, okay.
I guess they're not officially divorced, but they're separated.
Oh.
Leading, I think that's step one of
Mhm.
the big D.
Good for her.
Yep.
And his mom's name is Donda.
Donda.
So maybe I'm wrong about the Bevan thing. Like maybe
There's been
There's
Bevins
been
and Dondas. Donda's just Rhonda, but with a D.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, there's Marvin. Here's Darvin.
Kim Kardashian.
Kim Kardashian. I think that's been a thing kind of forever. Because like they resent the white names, and they're like, we was not meant to be here. This is fuck white people. We're gonna buck their norms and their systems. But I can't think of a really different name. So instead of
Just
Kevin,
change one letter.
I'm gonna be Bevan. Instead of Rhonda, it's Donda. Instead of Maury, it's Pori.
Instead of Kanye, it's
No, Kanye was good enough.
Yeah.
I don't know what Kanye was supposed to be. That's a good deviation from a regular classic Anglo-Saxon name.
It's almost like Wayne, but with a K, but
Yeah.
the N and Y are reversed.
Wayne, Wanye.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's Wayne.
And is that his real name?
Yeah.
Kanye? Oh, it is.
Pretty
Okay.
sure it's Kanye West.
Yeah.
Donda West. Yeah.
Okay.
Good for everybody involved. I hope his cousin has a better day than he did when he murdered that pregnant woman. Maybe he deserves whatever he's dealing with. But anyway, back to the news.
Did you see this Dallas Stars fight?
No, I did not.
It's kind of I guess it's a little old.
This is I've seen this. This is
Oh,
from
you
a while
have?
ago. Yeah.
I had yet to see it, but it was funny.
I guess it has resurfaced. Yeah, this is from 2023.
Oh, is it?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I thought it was from April 2025. My
No,
bad.
but Dallas Stars, number one team I'm rooting for
Yeah.
so far. Well, the Oilers,
Okay.
kind of. I don't know. The Rangers today was breakup day for the Rangers.
Really? They
Apparently that's a thing. I didn't really know about that.
no.
At the end of the season, they call it breakup day, and it's when the teams kind of break away and go about their own business.
Oh, but they didn't like release people or trade people yet.
No, they didn't release or trade anyone yet. They're just like it's like they're debriefing essentially, and they talk to the press one last time. I think.
Oh, okay.
So they're the Rangers had theirs, and it was all happy.
Why?
Nah, I lied. I couldn't pull off the lie. Wasn't. There's a lot of people, but it's sports talk, so nobody really says anything. It's just, we got to do better next time. This year was tough. We were dealing with some stuff this year.
I look forward to next year.
Farts and cum, mouthful of farts and cum.
Gave my cousin head.
And my back hurt. That was Chris Kreider's breakup. It was like, yeah, my back hurt, and then I got sick, and then my back hurt, and my hand hurt, and I had a bad year.
Huh.
And it was like, okay,
yeah,
fair enough.
It was weird that Kreider didn't really play at the end of the USA Canada.
He hurt his hand. That's what he said. Anyway, he said,
I know, but hockey players are known for playing hurt.
He played. He was ready to play. He played after that.
Yeah,
but he just didn't do very well because he's, they're all playing hurt.
Yeah. All right.
I
didn't know this video was so old.
Back to this. So the Dallas Stars, they're in the playoffs, and I'd like to know where Mullet Guy is because, as if I recall, this video doesn't really go his way.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, he. I guess he's not in the right seat.
Guy in the fucking right of him needs to pull his goddamn pants up.
How about you step down here and I'll talk to you? All right, then. Dumbass nigga. Yo!
Then the girlfriend tries to get in there. It's like, what are you doing? I just like how he manhandles the kid.
I mean, he's
little boy.
He just called him little boy.
No, fuck that. Little boy. No, hell no. I ain't done shit. I ain't done shit. Give me first, right? Give me the first. No, fuck that. Fuck that.
He's just holding him down.
No,
he's arguing. He's pleading his case in court.
Step down here now.
So he called him the N-word.
The N-word.
Yeah.
Yeah, a white man at a Dallas game called another white man the N-word. And he then doled out one of the slowest punches I think I've ever seen. It gave a good thud.
At least it wasn't a round, whirly bird kind of thing. It was
it was, effective hit on target.
Uh-huh.
He really fucking planted his fist on his chin. But the speed in which, this guy, Mullet Boy, really could have gotten out of the way of that.
All right, then.
It was pretty quick.
I guess it's faster than I gave it credit. He winds up though. Boom. I don't know. He didn't react at all. It wasn't that fast where you don't at least flinch a little bit.
Yeah, you see him pull his arm back.
Good solid hit. Then this is a fucking grown man who clearly he's got forearms like he works with stuff. Like he does something with his hands every day.
Yeah.
Against someone who's probably, I don't even know if he's old enough to drink.
Do you think so though? It almost looks like he's just like a guy that sits at a desk all day and it's just big, like he's not in shape. He's got kind of rolls on the side and
he does have rolls. He's got more rolls than a bakery.
He just looks like a big guy.
Big bakery boy with earbuds
in his ear.
Yeah, he's definitely wearing an earbud.
Oh.
I don't know why. I guess the noise is too loud. He's got ear plugs in.
Oh, maybe, yeah.
That's like a big round earbud.
But then also the new trend of girls jumping in on the fight and being like, I got my boy's back. And it's like, what the fuck are you doing?
It's honorable.
It is a little bit.
For him, he's got to be like,
but if you
he's got to be like, yeah, thank you, girl, for helping me.
But if you
look
got
really
into a
embarrassed,
fight, would you want Caitlyn to have your back?
Hell
no, right?
No.
Yeah.
Hell fucking no.
Like, let me get beat up or whatever. You
this
don't
guy-
get involved. You're
guy
just going to get hurt
plants
yourself.
one of those fucking meaty fat fist punches on her. What am I gonna? I'm already losing.
If
If I'm this exact guy and I'm pinned down yelling about how, I said this after I just got punched in the fucking face. I can't, like, I wouldn't want her to also get punched in the face while I still can't do anything. That would fucking suck. I would prefer to just walk away, pretend you don't know me, come pick up the
if
I'm losing the fight.
You can stand by and console me.
Sure, stay within range where you can see what's happening. But pretend you don't know me if I'm losing. It's okay. Just walk away. I'll just take my ass whooping. I'll go home and I'll try to hopefully nothing's broken.
And then when I'm home, I'll be like, why didn't you jump in? You're going to save me.
Yeah. Just so, when I get home, I'll go, where the hell were you? I'm over there getting my ass kicked and I couldn't even see you. Can't see anything. My eyes are sideways. I got punched so fucking hard. But if I'm winning the fight, then she needs to be there so that when I finally throw the knockout blow, he's on the floor just to jump into my arms and I throw one hand up with her on her like, yeah, I'm the best guy ever.
And then she treats you like Kanye's cousin.
Yeah. She shows me gay porn and fucks me in the butt. Yeah. Let's reenact what we saw in these dirty magazines.
I can't keep going back to that. It's like something had to be going on. Like you don't
by far the biggest news of the day. I don't know what Trump was up to today. I don't know if a pope died or something. That is barely on my radar. Kanye sucking peckers with his cousin. By far the biggest news of the biggest news of the week, including last week.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing. There's been nothing going on in the news except stupid tariffs and
he knew exactly when to
Tesla
drop it.
burnings or whatever. Yeah.
No, yeah, exactly. But hysteria over fucking, oh, look, Trump's in office again.
And
everything he does is going to kill us.
What about the fucking Dave Smith, Douglas Murray debate?
I have I did not see anything about that.
Really? Oh my God.
I don't think so.
My Twitter, it happened like a week and a half ago. My Twitter feed still, Douglas Murray and Dave Smith were on Joe Rogan.
Is Douglas Murray?
He's like, just for simple terms, he's like the British Dave Smith, kind of.
Who is Dave Smith? Failed comedian Dave Smith?
Yeah. So they had a debate about Israel and Palestine.
But all right. So, all right. I'm gonna have to try to follow you here because I don't know. I don't know who Douglas Murray is. I don't know what Dave's stance on Israel Palestine is. He's a Jewish man.
He is a Jewish man.
Is he falling into a Yetzer Hara trap and not supporting the Jews?
I think so.
Oh, he better fucking. This boy needs to lay Teflon. I'm going to call Shy Groucha, and I'm going to call fucking. Oh God, what's the other guy's name?
Shy Groucha and Kayam.
Knock him. I'm going to call Shy Groucha, and I'm going to get the Nachum Einhorn on the horn. They're going to have a talk with this David. He seems to be confused where he comes from.
That's the thing. Like, I'm so not interested in the debate that I don't even really know what side Dave's on or Douglas Murray's on. But the whole controversy was like the British Douglas Murray guy was telling Dave, like, I've been to the wars. You haven't. You can't talk about it, kind of thing.
Yeah.
So then, like, that debate happened. Then there were people taking both sides of either person and saying why the other person was wrong. So then Douglas Murray did maybe he was on like Bill Maher or he was on some other podcast and talked about Dave. So then Dave put out a response video to Douglas Murray. Then Joe Rogan and Tim Dillon were making fun of Douglas Murray, even though he was on the Joe Rogan show debating. And it keeps going on. And I just keep seeing stuff every day about it. And I don't care,
Somehow my algorithm is not like force-fed this to me.
Yeah.
I've seen Rogan stuff, and I've definitely seen like Dave Smith popped up on something, but I didn't watch any of it. I immediately was just like, I don't think I care about what they're talking about.
Yeah. Same.
Back to black people in hockey. That's what my feed is at this point. It's all like just hockey clips and, whatever black people have been up to. It's my entire feed for Twitter.
I wish.
And, yeah, that's really it. And today there was a lot of WWE stuff because I guess WrestleMania just happened.
I guess so, yeah. John Cena won something.
I didn't see that. I saw Liv Morgan. That's a person I now
A
know.
girl?
A girl. Because her wrestling outfit was basically a thong.
Ooh.
And she
they're
was-
going back to the Attitude Era?
Their outfits are. That yeah.
Good
and
for them.
she's, you know, in like these wrestling positions that it was funny because the guy that posted it was like, here's Liv More, amazing wrestler. Please be respectful. And he just posted all these screenshots of her like fucking showing gash. It's like, wow.
At least,
Yeah, that's Attitude Era stuff.
At least the women can wrestle now. You know, even in the Attitude Era, it was more just like hair pulling and them doing dumb moves. That now they're like they can actually do some things, and they're like flying off the ropes and getting in each other's, like, I don't know, it's like skillful.
Yeah, except I agree. Except one of the things I did see, I don't even know if this was from WrestleMania, but people were shitting on Charlotte Flair, who we all know, Ric Flair's daughter, who was the women's champion.
She Nature Girl?
She's yeah, the Nature. Actually, I don't know what her name is.
How do you not Nature Girl?
Nature bitch. The oh, see, now I can't find it.
I see at least once a day, like,
but basically
they say wrestling's fake. Then what do you say about this? It is some stupid wrestling clip. It's like a kind of the WWE meme.
But the thing I saw was Charlotte Flair doing a shitty job wrestling.
Oh,
like it was honestly weird because they were just like rolling around, and
she
it
seems like a nepotism hire, though.
Kind
you know,
of
like Stephanie McMahon couldn't wrestle either,
Yeah.
but she was wrestling. You know, yeah.
Yeah, this was she just was like no selling the person she was wrestling with. I don't even know. I watched the clip because again they were wearing very Amish outfits. But yeah, they looked like they were just rolling around, and I was like, "This is wow." They look terrible. Like it looks like fake fighting. It looks extremely fake.
Yeah, I mean, I don't watch
now
a
I can't
lot.
even find it, so that's funny.
The clips I had seen of the recent female wrestlers, like, you know, kind of like UFC. Not that wrestling and UFC are the same, but like at first the women fights were garbage, and now they like could be the headliner sometimes, and they're pretty good fights.
Yeah,
you know, like wrestling kind of went that way too.
Even I don't know, UFC's kind of falling off a little bit.
It?
Yeah, there's no
Ronda Rousey or big female name
no
kind of anymore.
Amanda Nunes retired, and she was like, there's no big like female that's like, oh my god, you got to see one of her fights. It's not really
okay. So it had
happening.
like a little error, but it's over.
Yeah. Just the UFC in general, it's kind of a consensus. It's like the most boring it's been in like the last 10 years. All the fighters, a lot of the champions are just nut huggers. It's a lot of guys that do just wrestling. And it's not even like a lot wrestling for submissions. Sometimes they literally are just
hold the guy down.
Like Bilal Muhammad is who comes to mind. He's just someone who just will fucking hold you down for 5 rounds.
Like who's the heavyweight champion of UFC now?
John Jones.
Oh, still?
Yeah, he's fought once in the last like 4 years.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that's why the heavyweight division sucks because he just doesn't fight. Tom Aspinall is like the interim champion, and he keeps calling him out, and Jones keeps disregarding him. So
I mean,
he's got no one to fight really.
Pretty old now.
Yeah.
How's he gonna fight?
It was kind of ridiculous that he came back. I mean, it wasn't that ridiculous. He's the best they've ever had. But he came back and immediately fought for a heavyweight title, even though he's a light heavyweight, without fighting anyone else, just the champion, and won. Obviously, he won in like 5 seconds.
Oh yeah.
It was disgusting. I think Cyril Gane just panicked. The guy he beat just like completely panicked. But then he won his next fight pretty handily too. But it's 2 fights in 4 or 5 years, so it's not the most exciting when the guy doesn't fight.
Have pay-per-views every weekend?
They don't.
Oh, they don't now?
Once a month usually.
Oh,
once or twice a month sometimes.
Oh, okay.
Every weekend they have a fight night, which is just like it's not champions. It's like ranked guys.
Okay. But is that pay-per-view or that's just like on ESPN?
It's on ESPN.
Oh, okay.
So you don't have to like pay per
every
view.
week. All right. Pay-per-view.
You pay ESPN and you can watch it.
But yeah, I think John Cena won. But I kind of I was never a wrestling fan as a kid. I maybe had some of the rubber like Hulk Hogan toys or something, but just because people thought I'd be into wrestling and got it for me. But the past month or so, I've been watching a few of the Royal Rumbles from the early 90s and Survivor Series with Hulk Hogan, like pretty much anything Hulk Hogan. And I like it for how fucking stupid it is and ridiculous. And it's fun to, and it's like, oh, I'm almost like, oh, do I get why people watch wrestling? But I'm like, no, because I'm watching it to like laugh at it. You know what I'm saying? But people seem to just be into it. But I don't know. Hulk Hogan,
you sound like your gateway drug
maybe
into getting back into it. And I feel like fake fighting and real fighting swing back and forth every 10 years or so.
Where one becomes more popular than the other.
Yeah, in the 90s. Although, as I say that, Mike Tyson and the 90s Attitude Era were at the same time. Both things were just amazing, like insanely huge. But I think, because in boxing faded away.
No, but Tyson
WWE,
was more 80s. And he went into the 90s, but that's when he had already lost to Buster Douglas.
Really? I thought he was early 90s, a main event for 10 years up until
maybe
the late 90s.
Yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe it was 86 to 96 or something.
But it definitely transferred from Tyson to then WWE was the biggest thing in the fucking world up until 2008, 9, 10-ish. Then it kind of started slowing down, and then
the UFC came
UFC started gaining steam, and now that seems to have peaked, and now it's kind of on the downward slope. Because again, and I'm seeing, I was thinking it, and other people online have been saying the same thing, where it's I'm just not excited for any of these pay-per-views anymore, really.
But is it just because you're flooded with so many things, so many fights all the time?
The exciting fighters that were the names in the sport when it got huge. They signed this big ESPN deal in 2018, and they were definitely at their peak of this is the most popular it's been probably ever. And that, all those guys from that era are now, they've lost. They either are completely retired or they're fighting without a belt anymore, and it's kind of pathetic. Israel Adesanya, Kamaru Usman, these are the guys that were these unbeatable champions. Alexander Volkanovski, he just fought, and I think he actually won, though. He got his belt back 2 weeks ago. But other than him, it's people you don't really give a fuck are the champions for most of the divisions. So the UFC is kind of getting boring. And now WrestleMania, I keep seeing shit for it, and I'm like, it might be getting popular all over again because now they have this big Netflix
how old is
deal.
John Cena? He's
and The Rock.
The Rock's in it too.
John Cena and The Rock were doing a thing.
Oh
my
god.
Yeah, I don't know if The Rock's even fighting, but he was on TV. I saw it on Twitter. One of the big, once they signed the Netflix deal and they had their Raw on Netflix shit going on, they brought The Rock back to be Cena's something.
You'd think they'd have to pay him so much money to do it.
I think they do have to pay him so much money to do it.
Jeez.
But there's a lot of people throwing money
at
this shit now. Because again, that company that owns the UFC and WWE, these Saudis or whatever the fuck they are, they have unlimited money for.
Yeah, that's true.
From owning the Middle East. So once they paired with Netflix, they've just been dumping boku bucks. The most insane thing to me about all of the WWE stuff is this fella right here. Primetime Sam Roberts he was doing some interview show on WrestleMania.
This
the
is
Raw
WrestleMania?
recap WrestleMania. Yeah.
Wow, good for him.
He's doing the WrestleMania post show, I guess. He's Mr. WWE now. Well, he always has been, but now he's
official.
He's people that have no fucking idea who Opie and Anthony are. I've never even heard of it.
Yep, know who he is.
Really know who Sam Roberts is. Just crazy.
I hope he gets to be an announcer one day. That'd be I feel
think
he'd
he has.
be good. Oh yeah, announcing a match.
I want to say I could be completely wrong about that, but I want to say he has at least once or twice, maybe perhaps even more.
That's half the fun of the the old ones that I've been watching, it's like Jesse Ventura and some other guy. And Jesse Ventura is like on the bad guy side. And it's constantly like, oh, look at Hulk Hogan cheating. Oh, but the ref turned around and then Hulk tagged the guy in. And it's just so, oh, now they're double teaming him. It's just so corny and like, but enjoyable for some reason. Like, I don't know how to explain, but like Hulk is just so animated into it. When he's doing like the, what's it called when they do the pregame talking? God.
Like before the match?
Yeah.
Like the entrances?
But not even that. Like when they're talking to the guy with the microphone. Before.
Oh, yeah. I think it's just called talking. I don't know if it has a name.
There's a stupid name for it, and I can't think of it
Vamping?
right now. Nope.
Singing?
Singing. It is singing.
When Hulk Hogan's singing?
They're doing P maybe. Fuck.
Promotion?
Whatever. No, but whatever.
Pizza.
Yes, it's pizza. But Hulk is like veins popping out of his head. And he's screaming at the camera and saying this stupid shit. And it's just so cool. And there's like the stupid looking guy holding the microphone. I don't know. Everything's so corny about it. But there's some like this. Even though I haven't watched it, like some nostalgia thing about it. And then where he comes out and he's like the good guy and everyone else is the bad guy and he's going crazy.
Made, back when everything made more sense. But,
Cut a promo.
Cut a promo.
That's what it is.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cut a promo. I think it's been described as like a soap opera for men or for, man babies.
Yeah, but that's the thing.
Basically what it is. It's like, it gets you wrapped up, even though it's fake bullshit. It gets you wrapped up because it's dramatic storylines.
It is.
Oh, they're going to fight. Instead of in a soap opera where they're gonna fight is the most that ever happens is like a slap.
Yeah.
But the man's version is, ooh, you were looking at Deborah, and now I'm coming for you. And I'm right here waiting for you. And then they do a big fake fight. It's all choreographed, and they're thrown off the top rope, and it's just shit guys want to see, but in soap opera form.
And then they pin Hogan, and the ref comes over and lifts his arm up, and it drops. And then lifts it over and drop. Then the third time it's like, when everyone goes crazy.
When it comes crashing down and it hurts inside.
Gonna be a real American. What is it? Fight for your right. Fight for your rights.
Fight for your life.
Fight for your life. Oh, yeah.
I am a real American.
But yeah, I don't know. And I've seen like a little bit older ones, and I wasn't really that into. I really just want to see Hulk Hogan. He was like such a star. I get why people liked him. He was just like character, and he tried his hardest. Like everyone else, like stupid. Like I saw a fight against the Undertaker, and the Undertaker his whole thing is he just walks slowly across the ring, and Hulk does stuff, and it doesn't hurt him, and then he does. Hulk falls down. He walks slowly after Hulk and tries to pick him up, and
he's like a zombie man.
I guess so.
Yeah, he's the Undertaker, the dead man.
It just seems like a cop out. Like my guy's just not going to do anything and walk slow.
I'd be pretty pissed if I did.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Hulk is ripping his shirt off and screaming and throwing him around and jumping out of the ring. And
can't believe you're watching that crap and you're not watching the best era of wrestling that ever happened, the Stone Cold era.
Maybe that's just like a different childhood eras thing that. I don't know, but I feel like the Stone Cold era is like too polished, and
really,
I don't know. It's too like these are in 13,000 seat arena, not even 13, like 8,000 seat arenas. Like it's all kind of like kids and families there. I don't know. It's just there's no real lights and flashes and big entrances.
There was no big lights and flashes when Stone Cold was beating up Vince McMahon in a hospital bed. Or when he had the beer truck and he sprayed him with a big beer hose.
I guess you're right.
It was just fun. All kinds of fun.
I'm sure
Stone Cold made the most money in like WWF history.
More than The Rock? Or at the time?
More than The Rock. And I don't know if it was the most money all together, but I just know for a fact because my friend Johnny, who's like obsessed with Stone Cold because he looks like him, he was telling me that like after something Stone Cold did, and it like really put him over the top as like the best guy ever. He said like within days, they sold more Stone Cold T-shirts than like they've ever sold of anything ever.
Wow.
And it was like money of just like near $100 million that he was owed. Or maybe he was owed like 30 million, but that was his cut.
Yeah,
because they sold well over 100 million in fucking T-shirts in like a very short amount of time.
Jesus.
And in like wrestling, now when you're negotiating, they have what's called the Stone Cold number, and it's like you have to be like the top of the guys on the show
to get a certain percentage
to negotiate Stone Cold numbers.
Yeah, I would almost assume we own the rights to that character. We get to sell whatever shirts. Yeah, but then
that's the thing. Vince McMahon is not known for being
kind,
anything but a cheapskate, really. Especially with money. So the fact that Stone Cold made that much means that the WWF and Vince probably made $1 billion fucking dollars. Because he was the most popular guy that they'd ever had. Like just an amount of views and amount of money coming in.
Yeah, wow.
It was even more than Hulk Hogan. Because Hulk Hogan was the most popular at that time.
But it wasn't as huge as it was.
Right.
Yeah.
And there wasn't as much money coming in.
Yeah.
For the Hulkamaniacs.
I mean, maybe I'll try a John Cena fight or.
No. Skip John Cena. Just Stone Cold.
I mean, Stone Cold. Sorry, not John Cena.
John Cena.
Yeah, Stone Cold.
If you're gonna be watching how John Cena's journey from Wigger to Wigger who doesn't talk black anymore, that was his whole character arc.
But did he speak Chinese ever?
I don't think on the WWF he ever did, but that should have been. That absolutely should have been one of his character arcs. Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it was like a recommended video. I was like, oh, I'll try this one Survivor series, and I couldn't turn it off. I don't know. It was just something about it that was drawing me in, even though I wasn't. It was like, oh, obviously it's so fake, and it doesn't. What's going on? And it's all scripted and everything. But yeah, for some, it's like you want to watch it to, at least me, like try to figure out what they're doing. Like, how did they? Especially with like the Survivor series or Royal Rumble, I mean, it's like, how do you know when you're going to go out? So that's like a wrestler comes in, and then every 2 minutes, another wrestler comes in the ring, and they keep fighting until there's one guy left.
Yeah, and the way you lose is they launch you over the top rope.
You get thrown out of the
launched,
ring.
Yeah.
But it's like, do they have it all scripted out where, okay, I'm number 6, and then when this guy comes in at number 13, he's throwing me out? Or is it like they send some guy in and they're like, okay, now you go throw out this guy. And then he gives him a secret code and it's like, it's my time to throw you out.
Baloney. And he throws him out.
Yeah.
No, I think it's the only thing in wrestling that's a real fight.
Oh,
they just throw 30 guys in there and they're like, whoever wins the fight gets to, get the belt. And you'll be, the most popular guy in the WWF. So they beat the fucking shit out of each other. They try to kill each other in there.
They do.
Because if they win, they get, money, fame, and fortune.
I got to try
money and fortune are two different things.
Is the Hell in the Cell the one with the cage around the thing and you have to climb out of the box to win?
No, Hell in a Cell is there. It's in a big cage, but you don't have to climb out. It's hell in a cell.
What's the one where it's in a big fenced-in cage, but you have to climb out?
It's just a cage match.
Oh, there's a cage match. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm so ignorant of all these wrestling things.
The get out of the cage.
And I'm sure
match.
I'm asking like the dumbest questions as every wrestling fan knows all the answers to.
It's pretty fun. Yeah, you should hang out with like a fucking 12-year-old kid who watches wrestling. They could actually fill you in way more than I can at this point. Because I haven't watched since like 2000 something, like 2000.
Oh, you did watch though for a while?
From like 97, 98-ish to like 2004 or 5.
Was Hulk still in it in the beginning?
When I started watching it, Hulk Hogan was Hollywood Hulk Hogan.
Oh, okay.
And he was in the WCW.
Oh, not the. I was going to say NWO, but WCW. Okay, yeah. But it's also like so funny how he has like the bald head mullet going on, and it's
awesome.
Like that's it is.
He's an inspiration to all.
He is
because he's a bald head motherfucker with a blonde mullet and a Pringle can cock.
He just seems like such an odd star for this, where it's like this bald guy.
Yeah, I don't know his entire story. I don't know how he became the most fucking famous guy in the WWF, but I think it was just because he looked like an action figure, and Vince McMahon was obsessed with guys that looked really fucking jacked and ripped, and he had them, fuck his secretaries after he took a dump on them. That's my favorite wrestling story. Is Vince McMahon? That's right. Vince McMahon's fucking.
Did you read the
sex
text
dispute
with Bill Schultz? His text messages? Yeah.
Yep. Those texts got the bull. From what I remember of the court case, this woman filed a sexual assault, case against Vince McMahon because when she was his assistant, she would bang him and she would bang other guys because Vince McMahon was like, all right, Viscera's coming in, suck his cock and I'm going to plow you from behind. And she was like, okay, I guess that's what I do. And one of the times that he was sharing her with another wrestler or whatever the fuck, he just was like, all right, today I'm doing this. And while she's giving a guy head, he took a shit on her head and diarrhea shit all over her, gave her a brown shower, and then said, all right, you keep doing what you're doing. I'll be right back. I got to clean up. He goes and takes a shower and then comes back. She's still covered in poo. And then he starts banging her.
Oh, wow.
That's so that's why she was like, you know what? I think I should sue. Years later, by the way. Of course. She was like, that whole him shitting down my face and hair thing really it's not sitting well with pooper. Me. Literally. Yeah. The pooper of the party. The poopy.
What was that story Bill sent you about Staten Island? A fire on Staten Island?
Oh, yeah, I could pull that up. That was a pretty funny story. Here, I can find it quicker if I just Google it. Fire in Staten Island. Sex
right now.
Toys. From what I recall, Bill sent it to me and was just like, I'm going to go to the real king of Staten Island, Steve, to hear about what he was doing with his sex toys. Here, the New York Daily News probably has good coverage of this. Staten Island sex toy fire destroyed home of 88-year-old woman who's now living in terror.
Oh, wait, it wasn't her sex toy fire?
No.
Oh.
A blaze on Staten Island that started with sex toys being set on fire in a backyard. From what I understand, it was 2 dildos that got set on fire in a backyard.
Like they were trying to start a fire, like rubbing
sticks together? He was trying to start a big, vibrator fire. No, I don't know what the fuck the guy was doing. He was making a video, or he was like gonna put one up his ass. I don't know why, but he lit 2 dildos on fire, and things got out of hand from there. She said, blazed down in the backyard and then spread quickly, destroyed the home of 88-year-old woman and has left her living in terror. The first night she had a nightmare. She screamed really loud. She screamed so loud, I never heard someone scream like that.
Oh, my God.
Said Angela, the daughter-in-law of the 88-year-old Lilane. She did not share her last name. The way she speaks, I think it
sounds like
much like the culprit whose last name was Torres. She sounds like maybe it was a neighborhood of Dominicans or Puerto Ricans or something. The first night she had a nightmare, she screamed really loud. She screamed so loud, I never heard someone scream like that.
It also sounds like she's setting up some sort of lawsuit.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, she should. My fucking place got burned down because some fucking idiot was burning dildos. I'd want everything he had. Save some sex toy. I don't want his molten pile of plastic dildos. She's talking to herself like, I don't understand, said Angela. Asking herself questions. She's trying to understand. The blaze
She doesn't understand the fire. Like, you don't have to say the dildos caught fire, but there was a fire.
The dildos, I can't understand. Why? Why did the dildos make my house on fire? The blaze forced Lilane and her daughter Sophia to take refuge with Angela. I woke up crying, said Sophia. It's not that it was luxurious, but it was mine. I had my stuff. I understand that.
That sucks.
Poor Sophia. Oh, she's breaking my heart. You were breaking my heart, Sophia. She was living in West Brighton home as a caretaker to her mother. Grew up there with 8 siblings. So, okay, I thought this is the fire I also had heard of that day, just in the news as a fire that was less than 5 minutes drive from here.
Is that where this West Brighton is?
Yeah. Well, we're kind of, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Sophia, caretaker to her mother, grew up with her 8 siblings. Structure is now drenched from the water used to put out the fire, as well as charred. She's out of her routine, Sophie said of her mother. She's 88 years old. I don't even know how much more she can take. I'm afraid I really am. She, her routine of watching dildo fires from her window.
Yeah. It looks like a nice house.
Yeah, no, definitely. It's a house.
Yeah.
I consider at this point in my life, I consider that luxurious. Same way Sophia does.
I mean, 2 stories.
Yeah, that's a house.
That's still good.
That's fucking. I'll take it in the state it's in at this point. The fire, which authorities called suspicious, started around 3 p.m. And quickly spread to 2 neighboring buildings which were then extensively damaged. Harry Balls, 37, was charged with arson and reckless endangerment, according to the Fidney. Torres was arraigned Thursday and released without bail. I started the fire. I was in my backyard at my house. I lit 2 sex toys on fire, he said. He used lighter fluid, and he was trying to get rid of the DNA on the sex toys, which included a rubber vagina.
Oh, all right.
One neighbor said Torres seemed a little off. He lives here in the. Excuse me. This is probably the neighbor. He lives here in this house upstairs on the 2nd floor. He's gonna have to be supervised to have somebody with him all the time, because you can't just leave him by himself and trust him.
Fuck. Yes, I would investigate why he was trying to get DNA off his sex toy.
I guess he raped the sex toys, and
he thought he was gonna get charged.
Even the sex toys wanted nothing to do with him, so he was trying to get rid of the evidence.
The cat jumped down from its perch, which it never really does. It jumped down to listen because he heard something, and it usually comes back, but he didn't come back this time.
I love that. The cat, in a true reverse Lassie fashion, just left. The house was on fire. The cat jumped and left the house and was like, fuck you guys.
See you suckers later.
I will give you no warning. I'm leaving. Hope you die. That's a Garrett cat right there. I'm surprised it didn't fucking leave one diarrhea spray under the bed right before it left. Yeah, the cat alerted you. No, the cat just left. The cat left you to die. It didn't alert you.
At least you got out.
Yeah, honestly, that story could have been way more tragic. 37-year-old weirdo kills 88-year-old woman by lighting dildos on fire.
So was it dildos now, or was it a rubber vagina?
I guess, yeah, it wasn't dildos. It was rubber. It was
fleshlights.
Fleshlights. That's one way to. I mean, everybody says the same things about them. I've never had one because I've never heard one described as a good thing to have.
No.
The review I've heard, because I've been listening to podcasts forever.
Yeah.
And Fleshlight has been a sponsor of like every podcast at one point.
Yes.
And the review is always you use it one time.
Yep.
And you go, oh God, and you feel gross and you throw it away. And because you'd have to clean it up if you fucking save it.
Yeah, I think I had one friend that tried it once, exactly same review. Tried it one time, and then it's like it's kind of weird because you have to hold it with 2 hands, and it's just like you're not your normal routine kind of thing. And
I'm fine with jerking it. Really.
Yeah.
I don't need an apparatus to help me fucking get goo out of my fucking my knob.
Put it in the dishwasher to clean it.
Yeah, then you're worrying like, what is the dishwasher spraying jizz everywhere? Because you know how a dishwasher works. It's those pumps of water that fly up,
spin around.
So is it like as it gets out? Where's it going? I've seen what happens in the shower with this stuff. It curdles. You just got egg whites sitting in the fucking bottom of the thing. So if a dishwasher blasts it out of there, it goes somewhere. You're hoping down out of the drain, but maybe it's just part of your dishes and cups now. Yeah, I would never fucking put it in the dishwasher. I'd sooner burn it in my backyard, or just not be a retard and throw it in the trash.
It's like, who are the guys that are buying it because it's shaped after Lexi Bell's pussy or whatever it is.
Then again, if you're gonna buy one, wouldn't you?
I guess
Because
to
it's not just
complete the fantasy.
It's not just the outside; it's the inside too. It's like, oh, this is what it feels like to be in a rubber version of a woman.
I think it's just the outside.
No, I think they dump a whole load of clay down there, in the vag hole, and then they fucking
Really? Oh, I thought
They
they just
pluck
did
it
the
out.
outside, but maybe you're right.
They probably do just do the outside, but I could.
I can't imagine you'd want that dental glue or whatever they use to make molds of your teeth in your vagina. But
If
maybe.
they can get it all out.
Yes.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how. I think it probably is just the outside, but even if it is just the outside, wouldn't mushing your clam on that? Wouldn't it kind of get in?
A little bit in, yeah.
You gotta pick it out. Yuck.
Ah.
Yeah, I don't want. I still definitely don't want one. No, I would imagine me having. Where would I put it? Where would I fucking hide it? And then when would I use it?
In the attic.
I'd have to
Hide it in the attic and use it in the attic.
I'd have to be like, oh, I'm going to clean the attic again. It's a mess up there. And I gotta fucking go bang my fleshlight and then just come down the attic stairs, just looking like I just truly hate myself.
I just got to put my glass in the dishwasher now.
Just gonna, yeah. I have this big thing wrapped in my shirt. I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna put my special attic cup in the dishwasher. Don't mind me. I don't know why all the glasses have weird stains on them.
Don't turn a black light on in the dishwasher.
It's a snow globe in there. Just go to the attic. I can clean some stuff. It's really dirty up there.
And I'm doing some hammering and stuff. Yeah. So if you hear any pounding.
I'm sorry, but Raven Miller says my college roommate had an auto blow. It was loud as fuck.
Oh my God. I remember Anthony did like a live read for a month or maybe even one time or whatever it was. Yeah, the auto blow. It's like, yeah, you hooked it up to your computer and it was, I don't know, like, it was simulated a blowjob, but it was loud and mechanical.
I'd rather that over the fleshlight. My only concern would be
at least it's moving for you.
Anything mechanical near my wiener.
Uh-huh.
I would just assume there's going to be a malfunction and it's going to break my cock. Like just anything that is now mechanized going, it's going to just, something's going to go wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Motor's going to burn out. It's going to burn my piece.
It was supposed to like correspond with the porn you were watching. I don't know how it could possibly do that.
I guess that's why I hooked up to your computer. It probably.
I know, but it's still like, what is it? Watching the video and when the girl's going, no way. It's
totally.
No way that's that advanced.
Totally does. You're selling this thing. Otherwise, how would it work? It synchronizes somehow.
It just goes back and forth.
It probably just goes back and forth. At the exact same speed the whole time.
Uh-huh.
But even that.
No, it's adjustable speeds.
See, this is where we're getting scary.
Mm-hmm.
You put on turbo mode. All of a sudden you tear your skin. Now it's like turbo ripping your cock off.
But I don't know. These places have like advertising dollars, at least in the beginning. And there's got to be some people buying this shit. I guess his roommate, but
people buy it and then immediately regret it and burn it in their backyard and almost kill their 88-year-old neighbor.
Like lonely guys who just never have girlfriends.
No, it's guys that can't stop getting laid. It's guys that are fucking 5 different chicks a day.
But it's not just like your friends get one. You know what I'm saying?
How do you know? I'm assuming you got one. You know so damn much about it.
I hate blowjobs.
Yeah,
I need an auto
non-simulated. They get better from the robot.
Love giving them though. To my cousin.
To your cousin after you guys read gay porn together. I like this question. Would you boys like to work at my mom's restaurant? You don't have to clean dishes. You clean customers' fleshlights that beat off at the tables like complete maniacs.
Oh God.
Well, yeah, we could be some cum washers. It's a good
That's
profession.
a pretty disgusting restaurant. Everyone just comes in to fucking
Everybody
jerk off
everybody
into
comes in.
to a fleshlight. Yeah, we'll do that. Sure. Was that Dr. Harley Quinn?
Fries and fleshlights. Yeah, that was him.
Yeah.
Dr. Harlequin. Was there any other pressing matters to get to in the
Bring up the
Garrett and Steve news day?
I mean, even my thing that I thought was a pressing matter was 3 years old.
Well, what's
And
this,
the Kanye.
the bunny stuff, that Easter.
It's Easter, yeah, but sure, we could play that. Trump meets the Easter Bunny. It was more just to play the Biden Easter Bunny clip after this.
Yeah, we'll play both. Because I have not seen this. Remember when the nope. Oh, I probably shouldn't read that. Hold on. This is Trump yesterday, I'm assuming, during Easter meeting the bunny.
Yeah. Oh, you could have read that, but whatever.
Do you remember the bunny with Joe Biden? Remember? Do you remember when the bunny took Joe Biden out?
Such a better bunny than the Joe Biden bunny,
out.
too.
Anyway, that was a beautiful moment when the bunny saved Joe Biden.
Now, do you remember that?
Joe Biden. Yes, I do, because I think I saw the next clip.
Yeah.
Someone else had posted it. Joe. Yeah, it was another in the 4 years of Joe Biden just not knowing where he was. It was another moment where he didn't know where he was.
Yep. Uh-huh.
And Trump, everything Trump does, hey, get a load of this guy. He's always riffing. He's always
buddying up with people.
Buddy, and it was just like, hey, this asshole. Hey, he's very presidential. This is how I would put it. He's the most presidential president we've ever had.
Yeah. So this was
This was the original.
I don't even think it was this last year. It was maybe 2 years ago, 3 years ago. And then
Buddy's like, hey, get over here.
The buddy was sent over to corral him.
And he had to go. He still just doesn't know where he is.
No. It's amazing.
Is he still alive?
He just posted a picture
A fake picture.
Did you see that?
Yeah.
Where it looked like he was photoshopped in the family picture at Easter?
I mean, I've seen real pictures that look super photoshopped. It's just like a weird angle or something, but this looks very he does not look like he's there.
No.
Also, okay, this is a very fake. This is actually fake. Hold on. I was like, wait a minute, why does everyone have the same face? It's another JD Vance shot. Yeah, that's not exactly what I was looking for, but Joe Biden looks still as photoshopped as he does in the original picture. Let me find the actual picture that's not just. Here it is. Okay. Here's the real one. Yeah, he looks like what body position is he in?
No, how is
that
he
his
standing?
body looks like that? I'm gonna say it. That don't make no sense.
No.
Everybody's sitting, but that's the top step up there where this guy he supposedly has his arm around, which that's a whole other thing. There's his arm, like the distance doesn't really look right. But I can wrap my head around that. That's fine. It's his knees must be going through the fucking deck, like through the porch.
Yeah, like the dwarf guy.
Or is he taking a knee? He's wearing a suit. No one else is dressed even remotely similar. Everyone, like, they're wearing nice clothes, but nobody's got a blazer on. Nobody even has their top button buttoned.
And no Hunter?
No, well, no Hunter. I don't think he's allowed to be near anyone in this age range.
That's true. Good point.
But yeah, this picture was very odd. It seems photoshopped. Remember when they were photoshopping not the queen, the god damn it, what's
the
her
king?
name? No,
Princess Diana.
Close.
Kate Willett. Kate Willett, not Kate Middleton.
Yeah. You remember they were saying she has cancer or something? Because like there were very obvious pictures of her that were. I think this is like that. I think he must be at fucking death's door, and they just threw a picture. But also, by the way, a picture where he doesn't particularly look good. He kind of looks very old and out of it in this picture as well. That's actually the only thing making me think this is a real, non-Photoshop picture, is that he looks like shit.
Yeah, but you're right. It's just like, why is he standing out? Is he really? He's not short, so like, what's he standing on? Or he can't be on his knees. Right? He's so old to be on his knees.
He could be taking a knee, and he's got his arm on the kid's shoulder, but kind of right behind it, so it works out for Photoshop.
Yeah,
I don't know. It's an odd picture.
But I mean, he escaped. He got out through the whole Hunter Biden, say 10% for the big guy, all that corruption and stealing, and I don't know, fucking everybody.
Not know where he is.
Not knowing where he is.
Not knowing what he is. The kids are touching my legs in the pool. There's to rub the hairs.
The corn pop came by.
Fuck corn pop. That corn pop is rough. He was a rude dude with attitude that ran a nasty boy crew. That corn pop, that sugar fuck. That little bitch ass.
If you had to, which one would you?
Corn pop. If I had to, I would fuck Dr. Bill Jiden.
Dr. Bill Jiden.
Yeah. Old Coog. I don't know.
It's a tough choice.
The guy he's got his hand around, I guess. Seems like a nice fellow.
Yeah.
And cuddle me afterwards. I'd fuck the cat. There we go.
Oh, I didn't even see the cat.
There's a cat right in the middle. I'd bang the cat. I put it on my lap and finger it. Like
if I only saw it, I would have picked that one.
Use the Andritz method. Who are you picking? The cat or Joe Biden to fuck?
God, I don't know. I almost. Yeah. Okay. So, cat girl. She's maybe possible choice. Girl to her left.
They're the only real answers, because I don't know how old anyone else is in this picture anyway.
Yeah.
But those two seem to be of age.
What about
and the one holding the baby? She seems to be of age as well.
Yeah.
The other one's
And then is the one over the mom's shoulder? Is that a girl or a guy?
Could be.
Okay.
Could be either.
I'm going cat lady, I think.
Cat lady. Okay.
She looks like she doesn't have makeup on today for some reason, even though it's Easter, and she could be hotter with makeup.
It's actually perfect. We could go on a double date. You smooch on the cat lady, and I'm gonna bang the cat.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So it's settled then.
Okay, good.
Well, I think that's all the time we have for
It is.
bullshit cuckoo boo boo nonsense today. Let's get to this here from Nathan.
If only Kanye and his cousin had the auto blow when younger. Good point.
If only Kanye and his cousin had the auto blow when younger. Yeah. They wouldn't have had to fucking molest blow each other while they were looking at their gay porn magazines.
Yeah, I just don't get that.
If I had a time machine, that's what I would do. If I had a time machine, instead of murdering Hitler or saving people from Genghis Khan or doing any of that bullshit, stopping 9/11, I would bring an auto blow with me and I would hand it to young Kanye and be like, just use this.
But then our show today would be null and void. Like we wouldn't have, we wouldn't have the song to go to.
Gonna have to sacrifice this one,
okay.
Just one. We're not gonna
save
be able to send this to the Museum of Broadcasting. We're just gonna have to leave this one. Maybe an alternate timeline. We find something, some other guy who blew his cousin and talk about. I'll have to look it up.
Hey, maybe Compound Media takes off and we never get fired then because Kanye didn't get blown by his cousin.
Maybe, that's how it all works out.
Uh-huh.
Some kind of Jewish magic involved there. We don't have enough time for it today, but I did find a website that teaches Jewish magic.
I have so many questions, but I don't want
Seems
to
like
ask
a real
them now.
Yetzer Hara trap.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a lot of questions too. I found the website and was like, I'm not even gonna read anymore. I want this to be a fresh experience I have with Garrett. But
Perfect.
unfortunately, there is no time for that today.
Mhm.
But there is time for Marcus, number 42,
Whoa.
right here. Mr. Mark DeGracci.
Thank you, Mark.
To hand us a super sticker, a super duper sticker. Well, thank you, Mr. Marcus. You know who Mr. Marcus is?
DeGracci?
Yeah. There's another Mr. Marcus, though.
Mr. Marcus is from a TV show.
Is he?
Oh, I don't know.
No.
I was guessing.
Unless I'm misremembering something.
Is he a porn star?
Yes. American pornographic film actor, known for acting and directing.
No, I don't know this name.
You shouldn't. I hate that I do. He's known as a guy with a
large
15, 25, 30-inch black pecker.
Is he on? Is
He's
he one of the stars of Black.com?
Probably. He's one of the stars of I don't ever want to look at that girl ever again.com.
Can I see a picture of him? Maybe I'll recognize him. We don't have to share it, just in case.
Oh, it's a white guy. No, it's a black guy.
Oh, huh.
There he is. I guess.
No, I don't recognize him. He's in good shape.
Yeah. They usually don't have fat guys doing porn.
But
they should.
If
it's more realistic.
15-inch cock, like they'll take whoever has it.
I think it was 15 inches
wide.
Wide. It was, the size of a Fiat.
He's not 8 inches thick, though.
No, he's 55 inches and can knock a door down. But that was from the era of me just downloading whatever I can get my hands on off of Kazaa. So the weirdest things get burned into your brain. Mr. Marcus is one of them.
Okay.
And
you probably didn't even download it. You just something else. You downloaded it and that came up.
I would download just reams of things that just said like XXX porn.
Oh.
And then would open up everyone and see what it was like open up Easter eggs. See what is this? And every time I would get one of his, because black guy fucking a white girl, I'll go, oh cool, get to delete that one. I'm not racist, but my penis sure is. I can't get into it at all. It's like it completely turns me off.
What I've noticed with the black guys fucking white girl, like a lot of the black guys don't fuck good. That's the problem.
I don't think I've ever gotten far enough into a one to notice. It is an auto.
You
just
never gave it a try? No, yeah. You just automatically pass. Okay.
The only black porn I've ever jacked off to.
Well, what if you had a favorite girl porn star and then she's like Kendra Sunderland?
Yeah, she does also black guys. I don't watch any of it.
Oh.
Nope.
But you get tired of the ones you've seen with the white guys, and you're like, oh, I'll try this one. And then you're like, I don't know if it's maybe their dick's too big. They can't go for speed or power or whatever. But
sure.
They just stink at fucking a lot of them.
Good.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
I don't know. For me, I need to be able to it pretend it's me in the thing, and that immediately takes me out of it. I'm like, well, that's obviously not me. I'm not pitch black down there, so this doesn't work for me. But anywho, thank you, Mr. Marcus, for the super sticker. Much appreciated. But I think that's all the time for this little show from in the studio.
Monday in the studio.
Oh, we forgot to check in on them.
Oh, they were live, weren't they?
At 9:00, I remembered, and then I forgot because we started talking about wrestling or something.
Wrestling and Kanye and gay, all kinds of gay stuff.
Monday in the studio.
If you missed it, last Thursday we had Dave Landau on.
Yes.
That was a wonderful time.
People seem to really like it.
It's on YouTube. Both the episode.
I feel like we sold a few books for him.
I think we sold a couple. Yeah. The people in the comments I saw said they bought the book. So unless they're liars, I think that means we did good. But yeah, there's the entire episode on YouTube. and just the Dave Landau part is also on YouTube. So if you've missed it, go check it out. He's a joy.
Yeah.
I really enjoy talking to him. He's very funny.
Mhm.
But without our board members, there'd be no Dave Landau.
Nope.
There'd be no Kanye sucking his cousin off. There'd be no Monday in the studio.
It
That's for
wouldn't be.
sure.
No Yates or Hurrah Trap.
No Jewish magic.
Mm-hmm.
So
Can't wait to see that.
thank you, board members, for doing what you do so we can do what we do
Here's a song for you.
for you.
Board.
Caitlin Kant, Mamarino, Edie Cunty, Nick Giordano, Charlie Chicago, Deadpool, Jeremy Stock, Marshall Bo, Pre, The Moose Pete, Fitzy, Dominic, Riccatelli, Josh Words, Mike Ligayo, Mitchell, Chris Berg, Jimmy Z, Ganna, Gecko Dundee, Daniel Mundy, Gay Bitches, Connor Beck, Jeff Dodge, Jones 7-3, Michael Malice, Curtis John, William Yoder, Brian Kate Gah, Jeffrey the Giraffe, Stan Turner, 9X Support, Matt Bugatti, Asia S. Thompson, Old Youngie Bob, Fan Up, Patrice, Doogie 7626, Justin Ford, Garrett J. Thomas, Larry F. Food, Turk, Angelo, Mark, Doug Gratz, Litz, Cynthia, Jersey, Just, Eric, Leister, Mass, Lucy, Clara, Rocky Pantozi, Jose Delgado, Jay Stu's Plusher, Payne, Jam Man, Jay Nate, Gina Marie, Beverly, Jay Quan G, Johnny, Heather, The Hooker, Jonathan, Mark Lucas, AJR, Michael J, Burnsy, and Harold Pooh's Channel 666, Lindsay Sabadoo, Steve's Ass, Liz Jigger Netson, Aaron Kraft, Vinny Cash. These people paid $100.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Damn it. Wow, so much longer. I should use a visual clue when you zoom out.
Yeah.
And then, yeah.
And then it goes, and just ends.
Thank you, Fitzy Fitzgerald, for the song.
Thank you all
for watching. See you tomorrow. 8
Same
p.m.
gay
sharp.
time, same gay place. Garrett and Steve.
Hopefully Kanye puts out another new song.
I don't know if I want that anymore. I think I think you should take a break. Let the dust settle from the cousin fucking thing, and then maybe put out a diss track to his cousin. You ain't even good at sucking dick. You're gay.
You use too much teeth. What the fuck you doing?
You don't know what to do with balls.
We'll see you guys later.
Love you.
Love you.